Talk to them about going in positive in the hand position.
Okay, you want to go in at a really positive angle, okay? You want to get good pressure on that tip. Very start of your stroke, you've got two components of pressure that are very good. One is the component of the pressure on the paddle is pushing back, that's pushing the boat forward. The other is the component, if you've got a good positive angle, is pushing down on the water. That's not a bad thing because that's lifting the boat up, helping it get up its plane, make it effectively lighter in the water. So what you want to do is really focus on trying to get out there and get good tip pressure. Notice that a few people are kind of coming out and they're setting up, but then as they come in, they're kind of jamming down to that paddle, so it's actually going in almost straight instead of getting that good tip pressure out there. So there are a couple things you can do. You know, one is don't have that upper arm out all the way straight. Have that good athletic bend in it. You don't want to be curved back by your ear. That's too much. You want to be out kind of above and in front of your head just a little bit, but not fully extended, okay? Nice little relaxed bend in that arm. The other thing you want to do is get that other arm extended out as far as you can. Good lean forward, good stacking of the shoulders. What I like to do is, if you can, even let off with these fingers a little bit. Grip with the thumb and the forefinger, but let that paddle out a little bit. See how much better angle I can get if I bring this hand in a little bit more and I relax that hand? That's what you want, is that good angle out there. And then bring it in as you sit up and rotate, but just bring it to straight up and down. You want the paddle to start out here, to get to straight up and down, and then come back straight up and down, both front to back and side, relative to the boat, and then that good release we were talking about. Really focus on trying to really get out there and get that good positive angle on your cap, okay? What I like to do is, I do if I can, is get on the water, I jump forward, right in the water limit, to give a little, and then go lunge forward. If you don't do that, there's a temptation to start to sit up. What you do is you splash the water down, and kind of come to a vertical angle. A little bit over anxious about putting in the water and using your blade. Right, you get out there and the last one keeps the butt. You want your paddle goes in the water a little bit more quietly instead of smash it down. Stir the water a little bit. A good positive angle. That's the preface of the stroke. That gives that really good lift at the beginning, that good full stroke. Try to work on that just a little bit.
Okay, some of the reviews, whenever I talk about the stroke just before the catch, I say think place. Okay, that's what Mike is talking about. There's not really a pause, but there's a pause. I mean, mentally you think place, and there's just a fraction of a second where you're not doing anything, okay? And then you go in for the catch. It's nice and quiet, but as you're going in and catching, you're feeling that tip pressure. And that's when you engage your body. I'm also talking about loading up the front of the stroke with all the power you got, and then as you come through with your power, you're sitting up and rotating. We call it load and explode. Okay, on your setup, you're loading, you're catching, and you're exploding. You want to try to expend your power in the first 7/8 of your stroke, and then on that last 8, now you're thinking exit. Okay, and that's when you're going to bring your hands at your top hand at 10 or 12 o'clock, and then you're going to come up and get back into the setup position. All right?
Let me talk to one other comment too, and then we'll do that. One of the guys at camp last year had a kind of a Jackie Chan analogy to the stroke. He was talking about the fact that the more weight you can transfer to your paddle and get into your stroke, the more powerful your stroke is going to be, and the more effective it's going to be in lifting the boat up and propelling the boat forward. So sitting here instead of having with your arms, not getting much weight out there, it's much less effective. So getting some weight in there. talking about the part, no, the good lead, I guess. It said about martial arts, and certainly he would throw his center of gravity out, and then he'd catch up and get back under it. That's kind of what you're doing in the comfortable. So we've got you leaning way outside the boat, which is a little bit uncomfortable. The thing out there, that's not a very comfortable position at all. But what you're doing is you're throwing the weight out there, way out, catching on the tip of that paddle, getting a lot of weight out there, and it gives you that good tip pressure. So, you know, get weight on the tip of that paddle feels much better. That's kind of what we're doing. Way out there in a comfortable position, but you're not there for very long. And having a good stroke, okay? Let's do that. Let's do it. A lot of us, myself included, are sometimes too tight paddling. You know, it's like martial arts in a way. You know, there are certain points in the motion where you have to be tight and intense, but a lot of it is very relaxed, okay? So you're a lot less effective in your stroke because you've got, you know, death grip on the top of the paddle, death grip on the bottom. You go, okay, come back here. And that's counterproductive. You use a lot more energy than you want to, okay? It takes a while until you get the stroke. You need to control the paddle, but you need to do it in a relaxed motion. From here, relax. Tight. Tight. You want to get that paddle, but, you know, there's nothing to air here. So there's no reason to really be fighting the paddle here, having the depth grip. The break, particularly, you know, the body's tight, your hands are tight, you're pulling the water like this. You're nice and loose and relaxed. You can lean forward, really get that good tip pressure. Tighten up as that tip hits the water. Let's get that good burst of strength on the stroke, okay? So try and relax a little bit, especially when you're getting ready for the catch. Just nice and relaxed. Get that pressure on the water. Tighten up just at the instant that that blade is starting into the water. Okay?